Hi, my name is Rebecca Merview. I am a school counselor here in New Jersey at Ridge High School, and I'm a member of the executive board for NJACAC. I want to welcome you all to tonight's session with Florida Southern. We have Sherry Brown, who's going to be talking to you about the school, and I just have a few housekeeping items to begin. First of all, I just want to let you know that the recordings will be available on the NJACAC website for all the sessions that we've been running these past 2 weeks. And if you're interested in signing up for more sessions, you can do so by visiting the NJACAC website to see what other college sessions we'll be offering the rest of this week. For those of you who are attending tonight, your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists can't see or hear you, but you do have the opportunity to ask questions using the Q&A button on your browser. And with that, I'm going to turn the presentation over.
All right. Hey guys, so glad you're able to join us today. I am a one-man show, so if you do have questions in the Q&A, feel free to please ask, and I will certainly get to your questions at the end of the presentation. So I just want to start again by saying thank you for attending. My name is Sherry Brown. I am with Florida Southern College, and I handle the tri-state area, so New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. I do miss traveling and seeing you guys in person this recruitment season, but as we all are in the same virtual boat, here we are. So again, thanks for being here this evening. So I'm going to share my screen so you all can see. There we go. And I'm certain you guys can see my screen, so I'm going to start out here. There we go. So Florida Southern College is located in Lakeland, Florida. Lakeland, Florida is right in between Tampa and Orlando. We are dead smack in the center of the state. So you can zip to either coastline in, an hour and change. You can zip down to Tampa in 30, 40 minutes. You can zip up to Orlando, Disney area, all of that good stuff in just less than an hour, depending on traffic. So very centrally located. Lakeland itself is home to about 39 named lakes and about 100,000 residents. So we're not a huge city, yet we are not a small town. We are just right in between. Great area. Our campus actually sits on Lake Hollingsworth, which is right behind me here in the virtual background. In this virtual background, you also see our 2 newer resident halls. And these are Freshmen Halls, and about 73–74% of each room there that you see has a lakefront view. So we'll talk more about that when we get to the housing portion. So we have about 3,500, actually it's about 3,000 students on our campus. I haven't updated my slides, forgive me there. So a very close-knit community. We were founded in 1883, and that does make us the oldest private college in the state. We have about 70 programs of study for you to choose from. Our popular programs are not just popular, but our programs as you see here. We have business, we have School of Nursing and Health, we have art, science, education, we have a physical therapy doctoral program. So lots of neat things that you all can choose from, over 70 plus programs of study. A lot of our students double major, and a lot of our students will choose a minor. So this is something we certainly can do for you, kind of create something for you. So we definitely have the capability of doing so. I myself graduated from Florida Southern College with my BS in communication. My concentration was organizational and interpersonal communication. And I'm now a MBA student. I'm in our Master of Business program. So I can certainly vouch for a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about this evening in reference to academics. So we have about 16 pre-professional tracks pre-med, pre-law, just to name a few or a couple. And we also have some master and doctoral tracks as well. In-house, we do have some 4+1 options for you. In other words, you will earn your bachelor's and your master's in 5 years. And the way we do this is, how we offer this is in accounting, education, and business. And what happens there is you will start your graduate work your senior year of your undergraduate. So this is how we get you in and out of here in 5 years if you choose the accounting, the business, or the education course, 4+1. I have plenty of links I can add to the chat at the end. And of course, that way I can share a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about as well. So we're a close-knit community. We have our average class size is around 18 to 20 students per one professor. And you'll always be taught by a professor. You will not be taught by a grad student or a TA. We are very up to par on our engaged learning. In other words, you're not just sitting day in and day out listening to lectures, going through PowerPoint presentations like you are right now with me. You are learning through real world experience. Our bio majors, for example, are involved in the Tiny Earth Network. The Tiny Earth Network is a research study, antibiotic research study started by Yale University that we're involved in. I can tell you from firsthand experience as an MBA student, this semester in my international business class, I have yet to sit through a lecture. I've learned through real world experience. I've had Zoom meetings with my professors, colleagues, business colleagues in Africa, and just learned so much about the culture in Africa for a paper I had to write. So there are a lot of things I learned in that Zoom meeting that I would have never found in a book or Google research or Google Scholar. So definitely beats any database to have real world experience, somebody to speak to and learn from. For students who want that extra challenge, we do have an honors program that you could apply for, and I'll be certain to add the link for that too, so you can check out what the criteria is. The perks of our honors program is early registration for housing and classes, and the chance to, of course, conduct a capstone or a thesis project. So lots of great perks as far as our honors program go. So this may be your first info session during your college search, or this may be your 10th or your 30th. No matter, I definitely want you, if anything, to take these 3 guarantees the 3 guarantees with you. These are 3 guarantees that we feel do set us apart from a lot of other institutions. So studying abroad, participating in an internship, and graduating in 4 years. These are our guarantees. So let me break those down for you. Studying abroad, this is your junior journey. This is something taken during your junior year and or your senior year. It's a 7 to 10 day trip, and it's taken during fall break or spring break, so you're not missing any class time, yet you're still earning credit hours while you are overseas. You can travel outside of your major if you'd like. And the cool thing about this is the cost of these trips are actually embedded in your tuition. And so it is very little or no money out of pocket to be able to travel abroad. Again, you can travel outside of your major if you'd like, but I will certainly at the end here in the chat will add all the links of the stuff that I'm talking about from the honors program. I saw the question there about the honors program, and also again on the 3 guarantees. As far as participating in an internship, now 97% of employers are looking for experience in their new hires. So this is an experience we can guarantee you. Across all majors, we guarantee an internship. And then our third guarantee is graduating in 4 years. And you're thinking, well, why wouldn't I graduate in 4 years? Well, right now the nation's average is 5.5 to 6 years. So we guarantee this by the resources that we provide you with. We provide you with an academic counselor who is with you from the get-go. They are with you while you're registering for classes and just keep you on track. We are very transfer credit friendly, so any of those classes that you're working hard on, and like your honors classes, your AP, or not your honors, but your AP classes, your dual enrollment classes, so on and so forth, those will transfer in and actually go towards your gen eds or your electives. So we definitely can get you in and out of here in 4 years. So graduate success, that is the basic objective of these 3 guarantees. 97% of our students or our grads go into the workforce or go into graduate school. And so this is something this is part of the objective of these guarantees. On the bottom of the screen there, you see a lot of the companies that our students have either been employed by or, had an internship experience with, or both. We are home to Publix Supermarket. And so Publix corporate office is located here in Lakeland, Florida. Lockheed Martin has a corporate office here in Lakeland, along with Geico. They also do have a corporate office here in Lakeland. Moffitt Cancer Center is right down the road. We have, Walt Disney World, ESPN, the list goes on. So we do have a lot of things just right here in our backyard and right outside of our backyard. So we've talked a bit about academics. Let's talk about campus life. As far as resident halls go, we have about 16 resident halls and apartments. So you can opt to live in an apartment complex your junior or your senior year, and you do have to live on campus all 4 years. That is the policy. So 93% of our students live on campus. The ones that commute have to live with a parent or a guardian within a 30-mile radius of our campus. So this is usually, of course, our Florida students. 60% of our students are from Florida, and then, of course, 40% are from out of state. As far as sports, we are a Division II. We do have about 30 national championships under our belt. We have some great club sports as well, water ski. We have our own dock out on the lake. Students can go out, even if you're not on the water ski team, you can learn how to water ski, show your student ID, you can take a kayak out. So lots of neat things just right here on campus as far as the water. We do have equestrian as well, esports, we have cheerleading, and we have ice hockey. And no, we don't practice on the lake when it freezes, because the lake doesn't freeze down here because it's always nice and warm. We have a ice hockey rink that's in the city, not too far, maybe about a 10-minute drive, and they have actually given us one of the rinks. We have our logo on the ice, and the guys have their own locker room, so we're very fortunate there. So ice hockey's been a really cool new addition to our club sports. So as far as clubs, organizations, Greek life, campus ministries, we have so much to offer. We are not a suitcase campus. The campus doesn't just clear out, in other words, at the end of the week, leaving you alone on the weekends wondering, well, what am I going to do? There is a lot to do. We have our farmers market right downtown, our downtown areas like little boutique style, mom and pops restaurants and shops, only about a 5-minute drive, 15-minute walk from campus. We've got lots of clubs and organizations, over 100 clubs and organizations that you could choose from, multicultural clubs, student government clubs, all kinds of stuff that you can choose from. If you don't find something that you feel you want to be a part of, you and your buddies can approach student government and create your own club. So lots of neat things that you can do. We do have about 25% of our campus is Greek. We have about 6 sororities, 7 fraternities, Each of these sororities and fraternities are affiliated with a national and a local charitable organization, because our main objective is to give back to the community. We have about 32,000 hours of community service under our belts. And we certainly have campus ministries you can choose from if that's your thing. We are a Methodist affiliated school, yet we don't have any policies that our students or faculty need to become part of, anything like that. But we do have that for you if that's something you'd like to be part of. The cornerstone agreement that you see in the center of the slide there, that's honor code that our students are part of to just make everyone feel welcome. We create a very warm culture here at Florida Southern. It's a home culture, a community. You're certainly not another number, and you will certainly not be able to walk through our 115-acre campus without seeing someone that you know. So definitely have that nice, warm culture that we've created. Okay, so application process. Please note, we do not have an application fee, and we are test optional. The numbers you see on the bottom of the screen are just a basic profile, average numbers in other words. These are not requirements to get into the college. We do need your high school transcripts. We'll need your test scores if you do choose to apply as a test considered student. Letter of recommendation we are waiving, yet we don't discourage you from submitting a letter of recommendation. So please, by all means, if that's something you'd like to do, please do so. And of course, your personal essay is something that we need as well. We like to get to know you outside of your application. We don't just want to know about your numbers. We wanted to get to know you as a person. This is why we have, these one-on-one sessions with you guys. We have sessions you can sign up for mock meetings with your counselor. I'll make sure to put the link to find your counselor, which that's me in this case, but if you have buddies that are outside of the territory, but you can sign up for a mock meeting with just me on a Zoom, you and I, your family, and we can, gives me a chance to get to know you. You may have gotten some of the text messages from me in reference. That really is me on the other side of that text. It's not a robot, it's me. So feel free to text me back. So let's talk about scholarship and aid. We do have some merit scholarships. These scholarships range anywhere from $7,000 a year up to $21,000 a year. They do not require any type of separate application. They are decided upon during your application process. Your admissions counselor, again, me in this case, I will be the first to review your application and audit your transcript and determine which merit scholarship you are eligible for. I am also your financial aid counselor. So once your financial aid packet is ready, I will schedule a call or a Zoom meeting with you, your family, go over all the numbers. You'll have a packet in the mail and you'll have an electronic version from myself. And this way you will know exactly where you stand in order to make your decision. Now, again, remember, merit scholarships do not require a separate application. Prestige scholarships do. If you qualify to apply for a prestige scholarship, we will certainly let you know. So don't worry about missing the boat there. And again, at the end of this, I'm going to put everything I've talked about. I'm going to put links in the chat so you can copy, paste, and explore. So Florida students, I know you guys aren't Florida students, but if you know anyone, we do accept Bright Futures and Florida Prepay. We do have talent awards for students with artistic, musical, athletic abilities. So we have a good amount of aid that comes out of our school for our students. So really, that's about it. There are some great links here. If you visit these links that I'm going to actually put in the chat for you, I will certainly you'll be able to look at the different virtual videos we have, tours that we have of campus, housing. I'm going to copy and paste all of my information to the chat as well. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen share and I'm going to go to the Q&A. Please feel free to ask questions. And in that Q&A, again, I'll be happy to answer, and I'm also going to share some links with you guys. So let's see what we have here so far. What are your requirements for the honors program? So I'm going to give you a link here. Give me 1 second. Here. And I'm going to give you guys a link to the honors page so you can check that out. And there we go. My computer is being very slow. Okay, there we go. So let me give you a link to the honors. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. That's strange. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I usually have this link right here, and for some reason it's decided to leave me. So give me 1 second. That's strange. Okay, so I'm going to put the honors link there, so you have that. And now let me go back. I see a question about scholarships. Do we hand out scholarships? Yes. Again, our merit scholarships are determined during your application process. So I'm going to put the merit scholarship link in there for everyone. Are there any research and internship opportunities for students on the pre-med track? Absolutely. Our pre-med, I'm going to give you a link here. We have a wonderful pre-med program. The director, Dr. Album, she is amazing. She's an amazing resource. We have an early acceptance agreement with LECOM. So definitely, look into that. We do have early decision and early action. As far as the difference, one is binding, the other one is not. When you do go to our application page, you will see the difference there, but let me just dig that up and see if I can, let's see, here we go. So early decision is going to be binding, and early action is not binding. The early decision would make it where your deposit is due on the 15th. And let me just type that there for you. And again, January 15th is when your deposit would be due. Otherwise, your deposit would be due on May 1st. Just send that to you guys. Let's see here, 1 second. Does Florida Southern have any collegiate EMS department? And do you mean as far as students, like a program for EMTs or EMS? We do not. How long does it take to get a decision? Once the application, once all your supplementals and we have everything, it only takes like 2 weeks to get a decision from us. All right, guys, let's see. Will the decision be in the mail or through email? Both. You will get an email, you will get a decision in your mailbox, and you'll also get a phone call from your admissions counselor. And you'll usually get that phone call most likely before you get any news in the mail, for sure. So we definitely like to make you guys aware of it on the phone and chat with you guys and just bring you up to speed. So yes, absolutely. And again, it takes just a couple of weeks. I wonder where my chat box went, where I can just put different links in. See that option for some reason. well. Sorry about that, guys. To the Q&A. So what is the average student to faculty ratio? It is, like I said, about 18 to 20 students in the classroom to one professor, and you will always be taught by a professor. You will never be taught by a grad student or a TA. So very close-knit community. Okay. And when is the early decision deadline? That is going to be, early decision is binding, early action is not, therefore early decision deadline is November 1st, and the deposit is due January 15th. What is the average student to faculty ratio? Did I already answer that? I believe I did, or did someone else ask that? No, I think I already answered that. Anything else, guys? Keep them coming. These are really good questions. Class ratio. Okay. Sorry for all the questions. No, don't be sorry. I appreciate you asking questions. Please do. What kind of help tutoring is available? We have all types of resources for our students. We have a writing center, tutoring, of course, anything you need. We have a resource for you. We have a technology resource center. I mean, you name it, we've got it for you. I'm going to give you student solutions. Let me give you a link here that you can check out that. And I'm also, there you go. Good time to set up a meeting with me as a junior tomorrow, anytime you want. Let me give you the link to my mock meeting page. This is how you will schedule a virtual meeting with me. Type that in for you. There you go. That'll give you the whole October schedule. How many students from Florida Southern apply to the med school, and if so, how many get in? Not really sure exactly how many apply. We don't have a med school. We have a pre-med track that you can apply to, and I'm not sure exactly how many students get taken into that each year. We do have an early acceptance agreement set up with LECOM that they have a med school, but we have a track, a pre-med track that will lead you to med school, make sure that you have everything you need to apply to med school. Now, as far as LECOM is concerned, let me fill you in, and I'll actually give you the link also. I know I gave you the link to pre-med, but let me give you the link to pre-med and LECOM. Lake Erie School of Medicine, they actually have a campus right here in Florida in the Sarasota area, and they will actually, if you pass through, if you get into our pre-med, then you get an automatic interview with LECOM, and they will actually hold a seat for you in med school. So check out the link I just gave you on that. Is there pre-health advising? Absolutely, absolutely, yes. When you look at that pre-med link, it'll give you all the information you need on that. All of our students from pre-med, pre-law, communication, history, business, nursing, whatever the case may be, have academic counselors and specialized, for them. So if you're a business major, you're not going to be sitting and being advised by an art or theater professor. You're going to be with a business professor. So you'll definitely have that one-on-one. And same goes with our career center. It's split off into 3 branches, so they can, help you into the real world that you're going to be in. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Thanks for all the questions. I really appreciate the questions, guys. That's what we're here for, and I really appreciate it. Okay. I appreciate you being here tonight. Can you guys think of any other questions? Oh, here we are. In the marine bio major, how much field research is involved? There's a lot of field research. I'm actually going to give you a link, and it'll give you information on internships, and it'll give you the person that you can reach out to in that department as well. And they can, of course, enlighten you. There's a video here and everything. So let me just put that in the answer to your question. There you go. One of our graduates is working now at the Georgia Aquarium as a beluga whale birthing nurse, a penguin trainer. I mean, she's loving life. We have internships all over. And then of course we have the travel abroad too. So there's a lot of experience, research experience as well. We have a lot of undergraduate research going on at Florida Southern. We have, of course, I did talk to you about the Tiny Earth Network. That's part of our biology program. The Tiny Earth Network is neat. It's our bio students collect soil samples down on the lake and around campus, and they study the bacteria in the soil samples, conducting antibiotic research, and they are able to present their findings at conferences. So lots of neat undergraduate research going on. If you already submitted your application and want to change to early decision, yeah, absolutely, that's possible. I'm going to give you my information, and if you could please send me an email or call me or text me, however you want to do it, and let me, I will change that for you. Here's my info, and actually let me jot down your name, and I'll be sure to change that for you. So I just want you to be sure that, because there's early decision and there's early action. So is it early decision that you want to do? Natalie, did you get that? Let's see. And then let me give you the early, just so you have that too, Natalie. Put this in. Okay, there's that. That way you know the difference between the two. Oh, okay, so you have a meeting with me next week. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure if you've scheduled it, then it should be there. Let's see here. Yep, I see you Tuesday the 13th at 4:30. So I look forward to that. Perfect. Awesome. It'll be neat to put a face with the name. Anything else, guys, that you can think of? I really appreciate all these questions. Yes, talk to you next week. I'm excited for that. Mock meetings are neat. I like to get to know you guys outside of your application. Okay. Well, keep them coming. So what's the policy about pets? Yeah, you can have like a certified pet, like the comfort pets. So we can certainly lead you in the right direction with that. Good questions, guys. Good questions. Anything else? Any questions about our 3 guarantees, housing, clubs, organizations? Let me see if I went over registration, scholarships. Looks like I hit everything. Okay, well, I'm gonna hang out in case you guys have any more questions. Let me know, otherwise we can wrap things up. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys. I really appreciate your time this evening. I enjoy sharing information. I enjoyed answering your questions. There are no questions too small. You have my information. If you need anything, please reach out anytime. I know that the college. Yep.
I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. There is a quick survey after you close the window. There will be a 4-question survey up here if you could just take the time to do that. And then just as a reminder, you can still sign up for more sessions that are going on this week just by visiting the NJACAC.org website. And then there also will be recordings available for all the sessions we've been running from last week to this week. All right, so thank you everyone for coming and have a great night.